If English is not your first language, then there's probably some point in that learning journey that you've realised that you need to be a bit lazier with how you're speaking English, because you've noticed native speakers, at least in some situations with some words or some parts of words, speaking a bit more lazily, and that's what makes their voices sound so natural, that's what makes their communication sound so natural. And you've realised that you don't yet have that, and you feel much more fluent and much more natural in your first language, and you'd love to have that when you're speaking in English too. Well, if that's part of your goal, then today's video is going to be probably the best starting point on that journey. I'm going to reveal 5 really common English words that contain one particular spelling pattern, which is lazy in English. And doing this more often, more consistently in a lazy way is going to help you get more fluency, speak more naturally, and get your message across more effectively. So, let's get started. So, those 5 words contain one spelling pattern, which is lazy, and this one spelling pattern I'm going to show you contains one sound. One vowel sound in English, which is called the schwa vowel sound, and it sounds like this, As you can hear, it's really lazy, and that sound will be in all the examples I'm going to show you today. And that's what this series of videos has been all about. I've been revealing where you can find this schwa vowel sound by uncovering really common spelling patterns. And today is one of those patterns. And in order to make these things more memorable, so you can actually start making changes in your speech without being overwhelmed with thousands of words, I've summarised every set with one simple phrase. And if you remember that one simple phrase, then that will unlock all of the words in that group which have the lazy sound. So the one simple phrase for this memorable schwa set is today or tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. So as you can see, the beginning of the word is highlighted because it's lazy. It contains this sound. I don't say today and tomorrow with a rounded oo sound. I keep my lips relaxed and I say day and tomorrow. So just remember today or tomorrow, and that will give you a good reminder of the 5 words I'm going to show you today. Plus there's one more bonus pattern I'm going to show you today, which, like the 5 words, is really common, but it's not just everyday English, it's probably every minute English. You might use this pattern I'm going to show you later in every sentence, nearly every sentence in English. So stay tuned for that one, but let's start with those 5 words. So today and tomorrow are 2 of them. The 5 words are today, tonight, towards, tomorrow, and together. And as you can hear, I'm not saying today, tonight, towards, tomorrow, and together with a to, with a long vowel sound, with a rounded vowel sound. No, I'm saying it with a short, lazy vowel sound. Today, tonight, towards, tomorrow, together. Can you hear that difference? And if you put these words to a beat, what you would do is you would put the stressed syllable on the beat, and then you would put the little t right before it. So it would become like today, tonight, towards, tomorrow, together. You hear that? Da-da, 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 da-da. I don't say today, tonight, towards, tomorrow, together. Yeah, there's not a beat on the t, because the t is lazy. The beat happens on the stressed syllable. The t happens right before it. Today, tonight, towards, tomorrow, together. I make the first part of these words super lazy, and I can achieve that with making it shorter, yes, with making my tone a bit lower in pitch, yes, but crucially, with a lazy mouth shape, with a schwa vowel sound. T. My lips are unrounded in all these 5 words. And as you can tell, they're really common words, so just working on these ones, getting familiar with saying these in a new, lazier way, will help you to transform loads of your utterances in English. And you can really hear this difference in a full sentence and the impact it has on rhythm and how it makes it sound much more natural if you're using a lazy schwa and saying t. So here's the sentence for you. We're working towards organising a get-together. Are you free today or tomorrow? Is tonight too early? So we're working towards organising a get-together. Yeah? Towards, together. Are you free today or tomorrow? Today, tomorrow. You hear that beat, that rhythm. Today, tomorrow. Are you free today or tomorrow? Is tonight too early? Yeah? Tonight. I don't say, we're working towards organising a get-together. Are you free today or tonight? Is tomorrow too early? I don't do that. I make it lazier. The eagle-eyed among you might have noticed the word too there in too early. Now that is not lazy. That uses an oo sound and it's longer. Yeah. So tonight, but too early. Too is stressed more. It's longer. My lips are rounded. I'm not making a schwa vowel sound for that word. But the rest, today, towards, all those have the lazy pattern within them. So that's the sentence. Now, there are more words in this list, but let's stick to those 5 for now. If you want more examples, I'll tell you how to find them on my website with audio at the end of this video. But it might be worth noting that really, apart from these 5 plus a few more less common examples, most words that begin with these letters T and O actually don't have a lazy t. Normally, with other words, that will be stressed or will have a stronger mouth shape, usually a rounded mouth shape. For example, toxic and tolerant. Can you hear I'm not making the t there, I'm making to. I'm making it stronger, I'm using a rounded vowel shape. Toxic and tolerant, and there are loads of words like that. So really, stick to those 5 common words I've given you, and that's what's going to make the changes. Make those lazier. Just bear in mind, if you look at the spellings of words, words beginning with the T-O, very often they won't be like that. They'll have a stronger vowel shape instead. But there is one pattern I have not given you yet, or have I? I kind of have. I've been saying some words which kind of sound like the bonus topic I'm going to give you right now. So let's go back to this idea of today. Well, when day turns to night and then night turns back to day, can you hear I'm being lazy with the word t in those phrases? Yeah, so today, like what are you doing today, sounds identical to when night turns today, when it's 2 separate words. It sounds identical. Why? Because I'm using a lazy schwa sound in the little t. Whether that's part of a word like today and tonight, or whether that's separate, today, tonight, doesn't matter. It's the same lazy t. And this is really common. This is what I'm saying when I'm talking about every sentence, or almost every sentence in English, is very likely to have this weak form of the word t. So when I'm naming the word to, when I'm saying the word to can often be weak, then I'm not making it weak because I'm stressing that word. But normally, if you think about it, we don't stress it. You know, when night turns to day, the word day is stressed. The word t is not stressed. So it becomes lazier. It's what's called a weak form of the word to. The weak form of the word to is t, today, tonight. And this word t, in English, it can be attached really commonly to nouns and to verbs. So a good way to remember that is a phrase such as I need to go to work. Can you hear the rhythm there? With a lazy t, or a relaxed lip shape, I need to go to work. So to go to work are identical to towards and tomorrow, okay? Use that, I need to go to work. We don't say, I need to go to work. I need to go to work. Can you hear the rhythms being disrupted by my over-pronunciation of the word to? Instead, I make it lazy with these nouns like day and night, with these verbs like go and be, to start, to create. That lazy form of t is helping me to get a natural rhythm of speech And it helps me to stress the important words, right? Need, go, and work are way more important for the meaning compared to t. So we don't want to make them as stressed. We want to make them sound much less stressed. Do that by using a schwa vowel sound. And this happens with, nouns, with verbs. Crucially, this is most consistently lazy, and in its laziest form when these nouns or these verbs like need, go, work, day, night, Monaco, any of these words begin with a consonant sound. That's quite important. Now, that's a whole other topic. I could explain that to you. If you'd like me to cover that topic, then leave a comment below. If you'd like a topic about more words like to changing to t, that weak form topic, there are loads more, like the changes to the, for example. Leave a comment below too, because we're nearing the end of this series. This video is number 11 in the series, and there's going to be 12 in total. So the next one is the last one. After that, I'm going to be looking for more topics of videos to share with you, and I'll only make a video and spend the time doing it if you're interested. So leave a comment requesting what you would like to learn about next, whether it's about rhythm and stress like we've been covering in these videos or something else. Make sure you stay subscribed as well, because then you won't miss that last video in this series. To get examples, to get audio, to get practice sentences and practice words, click on the link in the description. And finally, if you need some personal help, you can head over to your browser, type in accent.coach, and you'll find me over there, and you can get in touch with me personally. But I'll see you in the next video.